Greetings, beautiful people. If you want to live healthier, feel younger, cheer up, and fight the sign of aging and other prolonged activities and have an active life full of joy, then stay with me till the end of this video. One more thing, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. By doing so, be able to be on top of the game of healthiness and live a healthy lifestyle. Having said that, let's proceed. The world leading experts on the studies of problems of aging and longevity have prepared some useful tips on how to stay younger and live longer. What can each of us become? What if each and every one of us can become healthier? Do you think it's possible? Yes, it is. You can become healthier, you can feel younger, you can elevate your mood, you can even ultimately prolong your life and live full of life. The world leading experts in anti-aging and scientists have a lot to tell us about this, and here is where you find this information. If you want to look good, you want to look younger than your age, here are 23 steps and tips on how to live a prolonged life. First of all, that is number one. Let's start with food. Scientists have agreed to that in very numerous studies that food and diets are one of the main methods available to adjust the speed of aging and live longer. So the first step is for you to reduce your diet by 25% by reducing the portions of food eaten. These methods will help you to deal with aging because of what we call caloric restriction. However, it is important to monitor the balance of nutrients that you are eating in order to obtain the necessary amount of essential amino acids and fatty acids, vitamins and minerals. Fortunately, this can be achieved by eating enough available food and cheap products, including those you are growing in your garden if you have one. That takes us to point number 2. Avoid products containing trans fats and addition of the excess of fructose and salt. Unfortunately, in some countries, in fact in most countries, sometimes the labeling of regulations of fruits and vegetables and other fruits in some countries do not require a right to specify trans fats in products. So expert advise that we should focus on such indications as hydrogenatic fats, margarines, cooking oil. Often, trans fats are found in variety of spreads, especially those in butters and butter for sandwich. So we look out for those things. If you see them, then you avoid it. That takes us to point number 3 or tips number 3. Avoid fried foods. Use other similar methods fried many of them such as baking, stewing, air grill, double boiling and others. Use this method instead of always going with fried food. Point number 4 or tip number 4 says avoid sugary drink and juice, fast foods and restaurant foods. So try as much as possible to always cook your food in a very, very natural way. That takes us to the next point, which is point number 5. Every day, eat at least 500 grams of vegetables, excluding potatoes and leafy greens and a processed salad. For desserts, the best fit is not very sweet fruit. They contain biological active substance vitamins, minerals, and dietary fiber. The latter is the guarantee of food digestion and the healthy of the intestinal microflora. At the same time, beware of excess fructose since it provokes metabolic syndrome. And that takes us to tip number 6. 3 times in a week, try to eat fatty fish, nuts, seeds like pumpkin seeds, like sesame, like linen, olive and flax oil, mushroom, dark chocolate, seafood. Garnish with a high glycemic index, that is white rice, mashed potato, and fried potatoes, to replace the more useful buckwheat made of durum wheat, whole grains, cereals, and legumes. And that takes us to the next point, which is point number 7. Try to eat most food that contains vitamin. Yes, it's very important to do that. These vitamins, like vitamin B, you can eat beans, walnuts, you can eat buckthorns, beef liver. That will give you that vitamin B. For vitamin B12, that is vitamin B6. Before vitamin B12, you can eat cod, carp, pears, and beef. For vitamin E, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, and cucumbers. Then for vitamin D3, you can eat fish oil, whole liver oil, egg yolk. For folic acid, you have broccoli, spinach, citrus fruits. For omega-3, we have herring, we have mackerel, we have flaxseed oil, we have walnuts. For calcium, we have cheese, we have dairy products. For magnesium, we have pumpkin seeds, we have sesame seeds, we have buckwheat, oatmeal, and walnuts. For zinc, you can eat buckwheat, beans, peas, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and peanuts. For selenium, you can eat Brazil nut, you can eat garlic, mushroom, and corn. For iodine, you eat seaweed, you eat cold liver oil, you eat pollock pears. It is these substances that you have to eat, and they are very good and best anti-aging, and have best anti-aging effects. So try and get them and eat them. But if you have difficulties with the eating of such products, like contraindications, difficulties with the purchase, etc., expert admits the use of multivitamin supplements. However, scientists and experts warn that those using vitamins for anti-aging process should use it with caution. Such vitamin supplements should be used or recommended as a last resort only if you cannot get vitamin from organic food. That is when you go into, that's the last resort to go into. The point here is that you should notice that it should be remembered and never to forget. Yes, never you forget that. And excess of vitamin and minerals are not less harmful than the lack of them. Didn't get the point. Excess use of it can be as dangerous as the lack of it. The options of using food is the best, because food, in fact, is rich in vitamins and are unlikely to create excess vitamins and minerals in your body. But with dietary supplements, that is in fact a concentrate of vitamins, and the risk of getting an excessive vitamin is much higher when you're using artificial supplements of it. Try to periodically carry out some research on your own to find out what vitamins are digested in the body, and in addition, it is necessary to do an analysis to determine the level of essential, micronutrients in the body and plasma according to researchers. Do it yourself to know what you need. Periodically, number 9 point says periodically check your weight. Yes, check your blood sugar, check your triglycerides and cholesterol in your blood. Try and do that. And point number 10 or tip number 10 says periodically to drink green or black teas up to 3 cups of black tea or coffee in a day. In the absence of contraindications, reduce total mortality and prevents the disease of certain cancers. So this is very good for you. That takes us to the next point, which is point number 11. Arrange your fasting days periodically. Scientists from University of Southern California in Los Angeles recommended that 5 times in a month, do your periodic fasting. Fast 5 times in a month to reduce caloric daily intake by 50%. This will reduce the likelihood of problems with metabolism. So periodic fasting cannot be overemphasized. Try to draw a timetable and engage in it. Work with it with your timetable and you achieve much. That takes us to point number 12, which is one of the most important points also. It's the most important point also because this says it is most important to regulate the rate of aging and life expectancy at night sleep. Do you understand that? Night sleep. It is most useful to go to bed 12 o'clock at night. Before 12 o'clock at night, when the maximum peak of production of melatonin, which is sleep hormones, is under conditions of complete darkness. When you go to bed before 12, you have a highest production of melatonin, which is sleep hormones. And to get this, you must also sleep in total darkness. Most studies have shown that the idea to sleep for at least 7.5 hours per day is very important. It is desirable to have, an orthopedic pillow while you want to sleep, and follow this method. It will help to slow down your aging and improve your health. And when sleeping, it is better to sleep on the side rather than sleeping with your back, since almost all of us live under, strong light pollution from street light, pollution from lights from the windows, from our neighbor's windows or our neighbor's house, or illuminated advertisements around the house. So we should close our window before we want to sleep and use thick curtains at night before you sleep to make the room dark. That will improve your sleep and your health. In addition, try not to sit and be watching television deep into the night or facing your computers, and try not to use your tablets or your mobile phones at least 30 minutes before you go to the bed. That will help to have a good night's sleep. Point of note here is that artificial light from the screen or from the gadgets delays the onset of melatonin production. Remember? So turn off your electrical appliances at night in your bedroom so as not to be distracted by them and delay the production of this chemical that will make you to sleep in your body. That takes us to point number 13, which tells us another important way to look younger and get longevity, which is the movement of your body and exercise, which are really helping you to feel younger. So give yourself a moderate cardio and regular weight training. Walk more aim at about 10,000 steps per day. That would be very fine. This will help you to avoid problems with the venous outflow in your legs, maintain a healthy weight style, and also increase the sensitivity of your muscle cells to insulin. So try and follow this. For those who have a chronic illness, be sure to consult your doctor about the intensity of the load of the exercise of the work you need to carry out. That takes us to another most important point, which is point number 14. Give yourself a regular mental workload. What this means is that communicate with your friends, follow the daily news, solve complex mental tasks, play crossword puzzles, learn foreign languages, learn something new, learn new traits. This will slow down the deterioration of cognitive, that's mental functions, and helps you feel younger and look younger. Another thing you can do is point number 15. Try to look good. It gives you confidence. Studies have shown that such feelings of confidence stimulates the neuroendocrine, which regulates the process of life and slow down aging. So it is very important to try to look good and build your confidence to increase your neuroendocrine. And that takes us to point number 16. Avoid colds and other infections, debacteriasis, and avoid sources of allergies. Do not allow such diseases to linger in your body. So treat them timely. Make sure that you treat colds and avoid complications resulting from them. You should regularly get vaccinated if possible. It is important to note that the less your body experiences painful inflammation, the slower your aging process will be. That takes us to another important point, which is number 17. Travel regularly. You have picnics, you can embark on that. You can go on excursions to other cities. You can walk on an open air. This will improve your health and make you look younger. Avoid depressive thoughts and irritability. Learn to manage your stress. That is very important. Note that prolonged and severe stress accelerates aging. That takes us to point number 18. Moderate and short-term stress on the contrary. What I mean is that moderate and short-term stress on the contrary have a stimulating effect, awaken the body's own defenses. What this means is that this has a similar effect to the body when you have a moderate and short-term stress. It has similar effects as eating good diets, as having intense physical exercise, as having meditation. So the point here to note is that get the positive effects of moderate stress. You must give your body enough time to recover between the first moderate stress you have and the following moderate stress you will embark on. So you must give yourself a time period for your body to recover. Then your health will be better for it. That takes us to point number 19. Observe the balance of time spent in the sun. On the one hand, when you expose yourself to the sun, it will contribute to the development of your active form in terms of vitamin D. On the other hand,
Since I was a child, I started surfing.
And the person will begin to look older than his years. So in sunny weather, you need to wear something like hat, you need something like sunglasses, while at the same time discard the sun pallor. That takes us to one of the most important points. I don't know, maybe this is most important, so you may judge it by yourself. That says, find the strength to give up bad habits. Quitting smoking is, capable of adding about 9 years to your life. If you also reject or quit abuse of alcohol, it will add up to 8 years to your lifestyle. So one thing you need to note: quit smoking. 1. 2. Don't abuse alcohol. That will help to add 9 years and 8 years respectively to your life. Is it not very important? It is. Point number 21. Watch out for symptoms of age-related disease occurrences: cardiovascular, diabetes, osteoporosis, different types of cancer, and others. Watch out for this and treat them accordingly. To make it even better, undergo periodic medical examinations and get advice from a specialist. Do not neglect any clinical examination and advice given by your doctor. Point number 22, or tips number 22, is a warning. Do not use steroids unless absolutely necessary. To use it, consult your doctor about the medications that you can use or any steroid you can use. If I don't use it, consult your doctor. Doctor has a solution for you. That takes us to the last but not the least point. Try to control at least the most accessible biomarkers of aging. During the regular medical examinations, you should request to know the state of your wall of carotid artery, blood vessels wall, homocysteine levels, the glycated hemoglobin in the blood, regulating the metabolism of hormones. Try to know these things. Ask the question about it. Ask your doctor to make examination of it and try to know it and ask questions on how to improve them. So, deviations of these indicators shows accelerating aging. If you follow these recommendations, you will be surprised to notice how it will improve your health and well-being. You will feel younger according to the scientists who examines the method of anti-aging. So that is my video for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel to keep in date with me. See you on the next video. Bye and God bless.